Hey, Steve. We're going to meet my parents to tell them about the wedding and you're suddenly gone? Something urgent? Are you so nervous that you got a stomachache? What's wrong?
No, that's my word. Give me a break.
What do you mean? Did I do something?
Huh? How can you play dumb after showing me something like that? I can't believe you don't notice anything.
Huh? Wait a minute. I have no idea what you're talking about. Stop laughing and tell me what you didn't like.
How can you not understand? I seriously cringed.
If I did something, I'm sorry, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you're fine. It's so normal for you that you don't even notice. Then let me tell you. I left because it was too old and I cringed.
Old? Are you talking about my parents' house? Are you saying that my parents' house is so old that you cringed and left?
That's right. You don't understand unless I tell you every single time. I knew if you grow up in such a shabby house, your imagination becomes shabby and you lose the sense of a normal human.
It's true that my parents' house is old because my grandpa also lived there when he was young. But that doesn't mean you can talk like that. And you're gone for that reason?
I'm telling you, it might be nothing for you, but it's a matter of life and death for me. I don't want to be in that old house, and of course I don't want to become your family. It's over. No marriage.
What are you saying? What's wrong with you, Steve?
It's easy. If people see that house, they'll want to go home. I don't know how you live in that old house. It's about to collapse. I mean, it looks completely abandoned.
It's true that the house is old, and some parts are falling apart, but leading it to break off an engagement? That's crazy.
You're the one who's crazy.
I'm serious.
You know, I'm the CEO. Have you forgotten my position? It's too embarrassing to have a woman who is poor and lives in a shabby house as my wife. I can't introduce such women in high society. People would think I'm not a good judge of character, and it would be bad for my public image. Above all, it's hard to be a part of a poor family. They're definitely going to bum off.
Why do you say such terrible things? It's a precious house with lots of memories. Besides, it's not like my family is poor.
Huh? You guys are absolutely poor. You live in a shabby house. Rich people live in a much nicer houses. We, the rich people, value our private time. That's why I can't stand to live in a house like this.
I'm saying we're not poor.
Whatever you say, it was shabby. Which means you're poor. It's no use lying to me. Understood? That's how it is, period.
It's true you're the president's son, and now you are the president. I can understand that my parents' house looks old, but you're breaking off an engagement just because of that? That's insane.
It means that the world you and I live in is different. You approached me because you thought you could get rich, right? Live in a beautiful house, have luxuries beyond your level, make me support your parents. Poor people can't earn enough even though you work hard, you know. You were dreaming of what you would do when you could spend my money, huh? I knew it. You poor people are so nasty.
I wasn't planning like that.
Well, this is the reality. It's no use trying hard to hold them back. The moment I realized you wanted my money, I cringed. I'll have to say goodbye to the poor lady who dreamed of being rich.
How can you say such a terrible thing? You really suck.
I can't help you. Why don't you look in the mirror and say that instead of telling me? Well, I'm sorry you couldn't get rich. I think it's a good idea to rebuild your parents' house before you find a new guy. It may be tough with your meager income, but good luck.
Stop it. Just because my parents' house is old, don't assume I'm trying to use you to get rich, or I'm poor and tell me terrible things. I'm glad I found out you were such a jerk before we got married. I don't want to marry you.
You're upset because I found out you were trying to use my money? I'm not the one who is horrible. You're the one who's crazy. I'm acting normal.
That's not true. I don't think I could have made it work if I had married you. Maybe it's a good thing we end here.
How could you say that to me? After being upset, now you admit the fact? Why don't you complain to your parents who live in such an old house? Well, before you complain, you should fix the house. I don't think poor people have that kind of money, though.
It's none of your business. You're a stranger now, so don't mess with me.
Whatever. You poor bastard. You should regret for being abandoned. Don't make me pissed. You'll see. Hey, how are you? Poor girl who failed to become rich. You're too poor that you had to sell your phone.
What is it? You're annoying.
Oh, you haven't sold it, even though you're poor? Well, I'm sure you're going to be selling it soon. I'm glad I got in touch with you before that.
Shut up. We've already called off the engagement, so don't reach me. I'll block you if you have nothing to tell me.
Don't say like that. You poor people are so small-minded. I was just trying to tease you a little. Don't get so angry. I just wanted to know what kind of poor life you're spending.
Huh? By the way, I heard that you started dating some company president's daughter right after you broke up with me.
Hey, how do you know that? Well, that's none of your business anymore.
That rumor seems to be all over. I just happened to hear it from a friend.
A rumor that a poor woman failed to become rich? I've heard that poor people and country folks can't afford to spend money on entertainment, so all they do is gossip, huh? You guys knew about us so quickly, so your friend is also poor?
Don't insult my friends. My friend who thought we were still together just happened to see you guys. She called me to ask if you were cheating.
What a nuisance. Well, she's right.
So you were dating her before you broke up with me?
Yup.
How dare you? You're making me angry again. That's why you broke off the engagement so suddenly? Because you had someone else after me?
Oh, come on, don't get mad. If you're going to be upset about yourself being so poor.
I'm glad my friend told me. Just you wait.
I don't know what you poor people are talking about. Hey, poor lady.
What now? You came to tease me again? Fine. I have something to tell you.
What is it? You want me to give you money? I'm the president of the company, and the living expense for a poor person is like a penny for me, or rather, it's not much to throw away. I don't have any money to give to a poor woman who wants to be a millionaire, though.
You can speak like that for now. You're going to have a hard time earning even that small amount of money from now on.
What do you mean?
Your client, Tube Company, is going to terminate the contract with your company.
What are you talking about? Tube Company is our major client. If that happened, we'll go bankrupt.
You don't believe me, do you? Well, just stay carried away. Enjoy your few remaining moments of being rich.
I don't believe a word a poor person says. It's really funny how poor people lie like that. Hey, what is this?
What's going on?
Like you said, Tube Company said they're going to terminate the contract.
Oh, that's a problem.
Huh? It is your fault?
I don't know. I told you in advance, didn't I?
So that means you did it. But how could a poor woman do that? You told something to the president. Damn it. The way you poor people do are too shitty. It's a horrible thing for poor people to be able to do anything just because they have nothing to lose.
Your words are more shitty than mine. I didn't say anything. Don't be rude. I didn't do anything, so will you stop making accusations?
Of course you've done something. There's no way my business partner would cut me off for no reason. Besides, you knew in advance that they were going to terminate. If you didn't do it, then who did it?
Let me tell you, my dad did it.
Your dad? Even your parents are poor, right? No way he could do it. How can a great tube company be moved by one poor person's story?
I never said they were poor, you just misunderstood. My dad is a great person, he has money.
Don't tell such an obvious lie. How can a great person live in such a shabby house? Rich people live in mansions.
Well, I haven't shown it to you yet, but he has a villa next city. We live in that old house because it's filled with our memories. And the reason we haven't renovated it is because there are some drawings which I drew on the wall when I was little. You can't buy memories, right? We've built a villa, but we mainly live in that house.
Are you sure about that? Then you asked your dad to tell something to Tube Company?
I mean, my dad is the managing director of that company. I told him about you since you judged us poor because the house was old and we broke off our engagement, and the fact that you were cheating. Then he goes, "Who's the boss? Who would do such a thing?" He was furious. When I told him the name of your company, we were surprised to find out that it was his business partner. He immediately terminated the contract.
Oh no. Tube Company is one of our biggest clients, accounting for 60% of our business. If they did that, our company would go bankrupt. Do you know what you've done? Your selfishness will make my company's employees suffer. Can you take the responsibility for that?
Why don't you say that to the mirror instead of me? It's all your fault. You deserve it. For making fun of me like that.
I'm so sorry. Can you ask your dad to stop the termination?
No, I can't because I'm poor. You said so yourself that a poor person's story won't move a great company.
Are you kidding me? I'll apologize for calling you a poor person. I understand you're angry, but you don't have to go this far.
No, you don't understand anything.
Rebecca, please. If I don't do something, my company will go bankrupt. I'm so sorry. So please, reconsider cutting off business with us.
If you insist so much, talk to my dad directly.
You must be Steve. I'm Rebecca's dad, David. Mr. David, I'm really sorry about what happened with Rebecca. I'm sorry I misunderstood and called you poor, and I'm sorry I cheated on her. Please forgive me and not terminate the business. Rebecca is right to be angry, but you don't have to take the anger into anything, especially to business matters. I understand that your daughter is important, but you don't have to go that far. Rebecca is right. You don't understand anything. Excuse me. I'm the one who is the most angry at you for making fun of that house. My wife was against me keeping it, but I selfishly kept it because it's a family memory. Of course, I'm upset that my precious daughter is being mocked, but more than that, I'm upset that you made fun of our family's precious memories. Neither I nor my daughter will ever forgive you. We will never do business with your company again. Sir, please forgive me. I'm sorry. I'll change my mind and do my best from now on.
He's so angry that he doesn't want to talk to you anymore. No matter how much you apologize, it's useless. So please don't contact me anymore. I'll block you. Good luck.
Give me a break. I'm sorry. Hey.
Steve's company was officially made to terminate its contract with Tube Company. And it seemed that the company were in the red and went bankrupt. When it turned out that the bankruptcy was Steve's fault, his parents and relatives broke off the relationship with him, and no one helped him. Also, he was dumped by his girlfriend because of the bankruptcy. Currently, he is living in a shabby apartment, and he is managing to make ends meet while working part-time for a meager salary. He seems to be experiencing himself the life of poverty that he used to make fun of.